What's going on, guys? Dig here, ready to teach you how to do the Gorod Krovi Easter egg. And yes, you can do this one solo. Now, the goblins you want to bring for this Easter egg is Shop It Free, Idolize, Perkaholic, Undead Man Walking, and Round Robin. Before we get started, I'm going to show you where to build the shield and where all the parts are located. The first shield part's going to be located right beside Jug on top of this chair. And then leaving this room, going down these stairs, taking a left, it's going to be on top of this car right here. And then going right down these water pathway. And then you're going to take a left as soon as you go through these doors. It's going to be on top of this shelf right here. Now, for the second shield part, you're going to go up these stairs and you're going to take a left down this ramp. And then you're going to pick up the shield that's going to be leaning against this wall, and then you're going to turn completely around, go all the way back up the ramp you came from, take a left, go up this ramp, keep on going forward, take a left, and it's going to be on top of this wall right here. And then you're going to turn around, go up these stairs over here, and then it's going to be on top of this box right here. Now for the third part, you're going to go up these stairs, and to the right on the floor will be a spawn location. Going up the ramp right here on the left side will be another spawn location on top of the bunk bed, and then going all the way up these stairs, all the way in the back corner over here on top of this rubble where the stamina is another spawn location. Now go to the very bottom right here down these stairs and build it on top of this crafting bench right here. The next step of the Easter egg, you want to go to the Dragon command and turn on the power right here. And for the first major step of this Easter egg, you're going to want to unlock Pack-a-Punch. The way that you unlock Pack-a-Punch is by killing off zombies, and it'll spawn in a cylinder. You're going to pick up that code cylinder and place it in a certain device around the map. The first one will always go to Dragon Command, the second one will always go to Speak Cola, and the third and final one will always go to Tank Factory. You're going to place it in the code cylinder, and then it's going to spawn in a graph module around the map. If you look up in the sky, you'll see a bright green beam. Go ahead and head towards that and kill off the zombies around it. After you're done with the lockdown, you're going to collect the part that's in the middle of the graph module. You're going to repeat this process 2 more times by getting the graph module, spawning it in, protecting it, picking up the part, and then after you do that 2 more times, you're going to go down below where you built the shield earlier, and then you're going to place them inside this device right here. Now go to Dragon Command and spawn in the dragon. The dragon will arrive, hop on top of him, and then he will fly you to Pack-a-Punch. Once you arrive to Pack-a-Punch, go ahead and head to the very bottom into the basement, and then go where the sewer canals is to leave the Pack-a-Punch, and then look up and shoot this egg. It will roll down, collect the egg, and then jump into the sewer lines. As you're going through the sewer lines, you're going to see a red light. Go ahead and shoot that. When it turns green, you know you completed this properly. This is for a later step. The Easter egg, I'll explain later. Now, once you arrive at spawn, go ahead and place the egg down inside this nest. Now you're going to need to get the dragon to breathe fire on the ground. It doesn't matter where he breathes fire on the ground. As long as he breathes fire on the ground, it will heat up the egg. I was recently taught about this tip from my boy Ernie on TikTok. If you guys are interested, go check him out. Now, once you go back to the egg, it'll say that the egg must cool down. All you got to do is wait 1 full round. When I say full round, it doesn't mean half a round. It means one entire start to finish round. That's why I like to bring the gobblegum round robin, so I don't have to waste my time waiting for the round to end. I just like pop the gobblegum and get it over with. Once that round is over, go ahead and head back to the egg and pick up your egg, and you're ready for the next step. Now, if you head over to the challenge podium, the one with the green fire, you look at the very bottom challenge. It's going to tell you that you're going to need napalm kills now. By the way, everybody has these challenges, so if you're playing with 4 players, you can collectively complete the challenge together, or you could just have one person do it by themselves. Now, going back to the challenges, now for the napalm kills, all you got to do is stand in an area where the dragon can breathe fire, wait for the zombies to catch on fire from the dragon's breath, and then kill them off for that step. A little tidbit, if you don't want to run all the way back to spawn to see what you need to do for your next challenge, just open up your tab and look in the bottom right where your egg is, and just keep an eye on the meter. Your meter will increase when you complete 1 task at a time. Now, after you finish the napalm kills, you're gonna have to get penetration kills, which is basically killing more than 1 zombie with 1 shot. I have a really cool trick to complete this challenge with ease. Go ahead and head to Pack-a-Punch. Once you arrive at Pack-a-Punch, follow this path that I take. You will find this console right here, and you need everybody to interact with it. Once interacted, it will put you in a lockdown. Make sure during this lockdown there will be max ammo in front of Pack-a-Punch. Do not grab it because you only get 1 max ammo during this lockdown. Once the lockdown phase takes place upstairs, go ahead and mount on top of this machine gun, because this is how you're going to get penetration kills for the egg. For some reason the game is coded where every kill you get with this MG, it counts as 1 penetration kill. So after you're done with this lockdown phase up top, you should be done with your penetration kills. And then the next challenge you need for the egg is melee kills, which you can easily do either meleeing them with a shield or just with your knife. Now, after you finish the lockdown, go ahead and head upstairs where you started the lockdown and pick up your dragon strike. You will need it for a later Easter egg step. Also, once you finish the lockdown, go ahead and head to the basement and place your egg inside this cylinder. As long as you completed the 2 challenges during that lockdown, then you can place your egg inside the cylinder. Once you place this egg down, you're going to be in another lockdown, and you're just going to have to kill off the zombies, kind of like the same thing as a graph module lockdown. But keep in mind, during this lockdown, there's another thing you need to do in the process of this. A Valkyrie will spawn in, and there'll be a generator to your right side that you need to kill a Valkyrie near it to power it on, to do another step after this lockdown. Now, once you accomplish this lockdown, go ahead and go into the sewers to go back to spawn. Now, this next step is going to be timed, but don't worry, if you run out of time, just end the round, go back to the generator, activate it, and then you can restart this step all over again. Once that generator is turned on, you'll find these valves around the map. One of them is going to be the color green, the rest are going to be blue or not have a color above it. Your task now is to find the one with the color green and find the one that has the pink tube inside of it. Now, after you find the green light and the pink tube, you're going to have to rotate these on certain numbers. In my description, I'm going to leave a link to a website that will let you plug in for your green and pink tube to give you the direct numbers that you need for each location. Or if you don't want to go through the hassle of going through a whole other website to do this step, you can just take a screenshot of these images to help you out. Just follow what it says on screen. If green light's at Dragon Command and pink tube's at blah, 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 just follow the numbers for each location. Now I'm going to quickly show you where all these valves are located in the game. So Dragon Command is going to be located all the way up these stairs to the right here. The next one is located in Supply Depot. I call this Spicola because this is where the perk Spicola is at. It's going to be to your left as soon as you enter through this glass broken window. The third location is going to be the Armory valve system. It's going to be located where we got the second shield part for the shield at the very, very top of these stairs right here. The fourth location for the valve system is going to be located at the tank factory downstairs over here to the left side. The fifth location is located in the infirmary right behind these bunk beds. And the sixth and final location is located at the third floor of spawn all the way upstairs to the right here. Now, if you've done this step correctly and you rotated all the valves in the right numbers, the pink tube will come out. You're going to collect that and take that to Dragon Command. As soon as you enter Dragon Command, go up to Sophia and place it inside Sophia. It's going to reveal a letter code on the left side of Sophia, and all you got to do is spell the word Kronos, Kronos, and then interact with Sophia once you have that set up. If you put in the wrong letters and you interact with her, you're going to have to end the round and then re-input the code. So make sure you put the code in correctly the first time. Now, once you have completed the valve step and the Chrono step, go ahead and go back to Pack-a-Punch, end the round completely, start to finish, and pick up your egg, and then go back to spawn. Once you arrive at spawn, go to your challenge podium with the green fire and accept the bottom challenge, and then grab your reward for the specialist weapon of the map. Now, after you complete this, we're gonna have to get 6 different trophies around the map. The trophies are gonna be placed in front of this monitor at Dragon Command to the left side. The first one's gonna be located in front of Dragon Command. It's gonna be on top of this statue over here to the right side. You're just gonna shoot it and collect it when it falls down to the bottom. The second trophy is located at Supply Depot where Spicola is. You're gonna activate this trap, and then a laser beam is going to activate on the floor, opening a safe with the trophy inside the safe. The third trophy is located at the tank factory right beside double tap. You're just going to shoot your shield out this window, and the trophy is going to fall outside of the window. The fourth trophy is going to be located outside of Spicola underneath this puddle. All you got to do is drop your dragon strike on top of it, and it'll rise out of the water. The fifth trophy is going to be located inside this toilet in the first floor of Pack-a-Punch. The way that you acquire this trophy is by shooting this red light inside the water system when you're heading back to spawn. And the sixth and final trophy location is located inside this safe right beside the shield. All you got to do is activate your specialist, release your dragon, and dash right into it to break it open. Once you get all your trophies, place them in front of the monitor, and then you can start doing your challenges. Once you activate it, it's going to randomly select one of the trophies for a challenge. Now, before you start the challenges, I highly recommend that you get the Ray Gun Mark III out of the box and Pack-a-Punch it before you start these challenges, because one of the challenges can get done pretty easily with the Ray Gun Mark III Pack-a-Punch. The first challenge that we're going to be doing is going to be the Gersh challenge. Now, the Gersh challenge is one of the easiest challenges. All you gotta do is run around the map and find this yellow orb that is flying around or stops. And all you gotta do is pump into a lot of damage into it with a Pack-a-Punch weapon. Eventually, if you put enough damage to it, it will stop, it will start speaking, and then it'll start moving again. You only have to do this 3 times, and then eventually it will go back to Dragon Command after you complete it for the 3rd time. That's why I highly recommend bringing the Ray Gun Mark III, because you can literally one-tap it and just spam shoot it again before it stops talking, and then you can literally finish it with ease. The only spot this orb will not be at is at Dragon Command, so he'll be everywhere else but Dragon Command. Also the Pack-a-Punch. He will not be at Pack-a-Punch. Now, after you get him to speak 3 different times, he'll go to Dragon Command and he'll go up this foot. Also, keep in mind, if you do fail a challenge, you must end the round before you can start another challenge. Also, you will not be able to start a challenge on a max ammo round. Now, starting with the next challenge is going to be protecting a graph module that's going to be outside of the map. It will only spawn at Tank, Dragon Command, or Supply Depot. It will flash on the monitor where it's going to land. All you got to do is defend it. After a while, release your dragon from your specialist weapon. It's going to pick up a device. You're going to pick up that device and give it to Sophia, and then you can move on to the next challenge. Now, moving on to the Russian Mangler challenge. Now, a Russian Mangler is going to spawn in either at Tank Factory, Spawn, or Spicola once you activate this challenge. You're going to find him, and he's going to have green eyes. You're going to shoot off his shoulder and lead him back to Dragon Command. The reason why I said shoot off his shoulder is because it puts him into a sprint mode. Make sure you use a non-Pack-a-Punch weapon, because he will die off if you use a Pack-a-Punch weapon. You're going to bring him where the foot is, where you brought the Gersh to, and then he's going to get raised up, and then you're going to move on to the next challenge. Now, for this next challenge, it is the hardest challenge in Gorod Krovi. It's the bomb step. What's going to happen once you activate it, the monitor's going to flash a bunch of green lights, and then it's going to do it again, but very slow light. What you're going to have to do is jot down the order that the light flashes slowly on the monitor. And then after it's done, you're going to have to defuse 6 different bombs around the map in that order. Now, if you're solo, it's really easy. All you have to do is just pause, write it down, pause, write it down. But if you're playing with multiple people, I either highly recommend drawing a map and quickly writing 1, 2, 3, 4 in the area, in the boxes, or you could write them on a sticky note as fast as you possibly can, or you can make acronyms for each section of the map and quickly jot them down on the sticky note. I'm going to show you all the locations for the bombs. Also, another thing to keep in mind during this step, you are timed during this, so you need to defuse them very, very quickly. So spread your teammates around the map so they can defuse the bombs too. Also, make sure nobody clicks the wrong one, because if they do, you will go down and you guys will lose the game. The first bomb is going to be located in Dragon Command, all the way up the stairs to the left side against the wall right here. Now for the second bomb, that's going to be for the Armory bomb. The Armory bomb is going to be down the ramp to the left where we pick up the second shield part right here against the brick wall. Now for the location for the spawn bomb, it's going to be down at the first floor at spawn behind the staircase right here.
Now for the location of the Infirmary bomb, it's going to be up these stairs to the left on this brick pillar.
Now for the supply depot bomb, it's going to be located in front of these bookshelves to the left against the wall right here. Now for the bomb for the tank factory, it's going to be located at the very, very top of the ramp over here to the left side against the wall right here. Now once you defuse all the bombs in the right order, all 6 of them, you're ready for the next challenge. Now the next challenge that you're going to be doing is going to be the Valkyrie challenge. For the Valkyrie challenge, all you got to do is escort a Valkyrie from spawn all the way to Dragon Command's foot. Now during this challenge, you're going to have to stand right beside the Valkyrie just to get it to be moving. I highly recommend bringing the Gobblegum idolized so you can pop it and then you'll be invisible from all the zombies, and it's perfect because it lasts long enough to take you from spawn all the way to Dragon Command. Now during this escort, you must be mindful because you can damage it and kill it off, and then you will fail this step and you have to redo it. I highly recommend that you do not use your Dragon Strike because it will destroy the Valkyrie very easily. For a little tidbit, as soon as the Valkyrie turns 90 degrees to the stairs heading up to Dragon Command, you can actually kill it off and then it will complete the step for you. Now for the final challenge, you're going to have to pick up a floppy disk from the computer as soon as you activate this challenge. Everybody needs to head to Pack-a-Punch, and on the first floor you'll find a console on the back side near the toilet that you need everybody to activate to put yourself into another lockdown similar to the Dragon Command lockdown one. But what's going to happen is it's just going to be Russian Manglers that are spawning in. Now, what I highly recommend is have everybody upstairs and have one person distract one Russian Mangler and let the download. Once that download is over, go ahead and kill off the Russian Mangler and go back to the computer, interact with it, and pick up the floppy disk. Now, head back to Dragon Command and get Sophia the floppy disk. By doing so, she's going to give you a power cord, and you're going to go all the way back to spawn, and you're going to release your dragon to give the power cord to Nikolai. Then you're going to go back to Dragon Command, and then Sophia's going to fly away, thus revealing underneath her a grate to take you to the boss fight. Now before you go to the boss fight, I highly recommend that you bring Idle Eyes into the boss fight, or you could bring Near Death Experience, but I highly recommend bringing Idle Eyes. Also, make sure you grab a new shield because the dragon will breathe fire on the ground while you're there. There are some spots that you can stand out where there is no fire, but if you're in a pinch and you need your shield out, make sure you get a new one. Now as soon as you land inside the boss fight arena, go ahead and go to the center where this button is and press it. This will release Nikolai and initiate the boss fight for you. Now for the first phase of the boss fight, you're going to take out the dragon. Nikolai's going to shoot a missile anchor on his body, and then you're going to shoot that spot where it's glowing orange. When you do enough damage, the dragon's going to flail his arms up and down, and then he's going to fly to another spot. Then the dragon's going to land once again, and then Nikolai's going to shoot him. You're going to shoot him, and he's going to flail his arms, and then fly over to another spot. You're going to repeat the process for one more time, shooting him in the neck, thus killing off the dragon. There's going to be a small cutscene intermission, and then you're going to fight Nikolai. As soon as the cutscene's over, you are now fighting Nikolai. What I highly recommend is popping your Idle Eyes and shooting his power cores because he cannot see you when you have Idle Eyes active. Nikolai has 5 power cords in total. There's 2 power cords in the front, 2 power cords in the top right and top left, and then 1 power cord down where his crotch is. Once you destroy the last power cord, the cutscene will start, and then you have completed the Gorod Krovi Easter egg. Now, if you don't have Idle Eyes, don't worry, I got you. Now, Nikolai can only do 3 different attacks. One is a minigun, one is a rocket missiles, and the other one are the raps. The minigun, all you have to do is hide behind a wall while he shoots it at you. The rocket missiles, all you have to do is just avoid them. They're just going to anchor on the ground, just move out of the way. And then the third and final one are the raps. He's going to launch them up in the air, and they're going to come at you. Just destroy them with your ray gun, and that's it. Now, the power cords that are on his left and the right side at the very top of the robot will only be shown if he's shooting the missiles or if he's shooting the raps. So pay attention when he does that attack to make sure you shoot those power cords. Like I said earlier, after you destroy all 5 power cords, you'll be done and you completed the Easter egg. I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to drop me a like and a follow, and I'll see you guys in the next Easter egg for Revelations.